I'm Ian Rush and you're watching the Redmen TV.
Okay, so we've drawn it out for long enough, so we may as well discuss it. I was gonna make this like a get to free zone for a bit because we've done it on like the last couple of weeks.
Nah, we like talking about it.
But it's not going away, and it's not just not going away. It keeps having increasingly credible people discussing it as well.
Well, who was it who did the article last year about the top journalist for Liverpool stuff is Paul Joyce from the Express, isn't it?
Is that right?
And he was the one who broke it this time around. Was it late Monday night? Was Paul Joyce was the first one to break it, and then everybody who's now a respected Liverpool journalist are all talking about it. And you're like, these guys don't normally put the necks on the line unless they've got something concrete. And when Tony Barrett starts talking about it as well, I start fucking listening.
Yeah, no, it's right. And I just as a note of caution on this, Aubrey, we've said this in the past. Like, I remember John Northcroft having this conversation when he was talking about Pepe Reina. He had credible sources that said, in fact, I remember you discussing this with me at the time. Credible sources to say Reina was going to Barcelona. And he shipped his cars over there, and his kids had all been pulled out of like classes and all that kind of stuff. And then, Valdez signed a new contract, so that deal never went through, or he decided to sit on his contract anyway. So these things are not, it's not concrete until, as we always say, Mario Gotze is leaning against something at Melwood's and signing a piece of paper, what have you. But
A blank piece of paper.
A blank piece of paper, no less. But the point is that, as we're saying there, the more of these people like Tony Barrett and like Maddock and Joyce and whatever you're discussing it, it definitely says that this is not complete fucking bullshit. There's definitely something to it.
Oh, definitely. I think you can conclusively say he is our top target at the moment. Now, whether he will be playing for Liverpool next year, who knows? Anything can happen in football. A Bayern player goes and breaks his leg, and they go in that position, and they go, "Fuck it, we're not selling him."
It's good to...
You know what I mean? Well, yeah.
We're not buying him, fuck.
But you know what I mean? Injury could happen to him. Injury can happen in his position, and they go, "Well, no, we're not selling him now because he's out for. We've got Thiago's out for a year." So we want him. He's already bedded in. Sorry, that's done. Like crazy money offer comes in from Guardiola at Man City and swoops in and steals him. Whatever it's going to be, it can be derailed. But basically, we've had Gaston Ramirez as an example of someone who was linked to us by every shitty source and every let's just throw a name out there, and it was practically Liverpool transfer link generator game. Tap a button and it generates someone. And we've probably been linked with a lot of them. Like when we start doing research again in the summer on the players we're linked with, we'll have a board and there'll be 50 names on that board because every name that gets linked to us will be in there. Yeah. And a lot of them will be German and a lot of them will be players Klopp used to manage. I think this one has got well far past that.
Yeah. There's some of the interesting quotes that Barrett came out with. Gotze has his heart set on a Liverpool move, which is really nice. There's talk as well, though, Chris, of it being as little as 20 million.
I've not even heard the figure that high, to be honest. I've heard 15 million's the main figure that I've seen.
So now that he wants to join us, now it looks like it's going to happen. It's only going to cost us 15 to 20 million. When does the backlash of he's not good enough to play for us start? Yeah. Like, are we not even going to have? Are we ever going to have a time where we're just happy?
You've done it in the past because we said how many changes Klopp made at the end of his first season at Dortmund, and I was initially like, I can't see it, but I think you think about it in the way Klopp's kind of framed this time there is almost like, no, we're starting again. We are starting again. Forget everything that's happened to this point. This is year zero. Next season is year one.